In China's secret military testing areas, machines made for a single purpose, domination, are being unleashed. Quadruped robots that outmaneuver soldiers, swarms of drones that act as a single mind, and autonomous weapons capable of acting without human approval. The countries watching these tests have only one reaction: fear. Join us and let's meet the world's most terrifying military robots. Let's go. Number 10. GJ-11 Sharp Sword, the Invisible Hunter. Picture a predator that strikes without warning and disappears before anyone knows it existed. The GJ-11 Sharp Sword represents China's first fully autonomous stealth drone, and it rewrites every rule about aerial combat. This flying machine operates for over 4 hours without any human intervention whatsoever. Its angular design and specialized composite materials make it practically invisible to enemy radar systems. The aircraft glides through hostile airspace like a metal phantom, executing attack missions and vanishing without leaving evidence behind. What makes this drone particularly dangerous is its onboard artificial intelligence system. The AI identifies targets, tracks their movements, calculates optimal attack angles, and destroys them without waiting for human approval. The Sharp Sword carries a 200-kilogram combat payload and reaches speeds up to 1,000 kilometers per hour. China already manufactured more than 50 units and plans to expand the fleet to 200 units by 2026. Traditional air defense systems struggle to detect this aircraft because its radar cross-section remains smaller than a bird's. The drone's autonomous decision-making capability means it adapts to battlefield conditions in real time, changing tactics mid-mission based on threat assessments. Enemy forces face a terrifying reality when confronting this weapon, since they can't see it coming, can't track it during the attack, and can't pursue it after the strike. The Sharp Sword operates in complete radio silence during critical mission phases, eliminating any electronic signature that might reveal its position. Military analysts describe encounters with this drone as fighting an invisible enemy that holds every tactical advantage. Number 9. Electromagnetic Railguns, Lightning Strike Artillery. Gunpowder limited artillery range for centuries. China built guns that don't need explosives. Electromagnetic railguns accelerate projectiles using magnetic fields instead of chemical reactions, launching shells at 7 times the speed of sound. These weapons hit targets 200 kilometers away, far beyond conventional artillery range. The projectiles travel so fast that enemy forces get no warning between launch detection and impact. Kinetic energy from hypersonic velocity means the shells don't need explosives, since raw impact force destroys anything they hit. China mounted railguns on warships, transforming naval warfare since a single vessel can bombard coastal targets from distances where return fire can't reach. The technology operates silently compared to traditional guns, no massive explosions or recoil shaking the ship. And ammunition costs remain minimal, since projectiles are simply metal slugs without complex guidance systems or explosive fillers. Rate of fire exceeds conventional naval guns, since electromagnetic acceleration doesn't generate the heat and pressure that force gun crews to wait between shots. Military demonstrations show railguns firing 10 rounds per minute, saturating target areas with hypersonic projectiles that demolish fortifications, sink ships, and crater airfield runways. The weapons face technical challenges, including barrel wear and power requirements. But China invested billions solving these problems and now operates functional systems on active-duty warships. I'm going to ask you a simple question. Are you a naturally curious person? If you're watching, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. This space is made for people like us. To ensure you're always part of this community and receive all our latest discoveries, you just need to do one thing: subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to stay connected with us. Okay, now that you're part of our Legion of the Curious, let's move on to the next item. Number 8. Agibot Humanoid Robots, Soldiers Without Fear. Troops that never sleep, never panic, and operate continuously for days without rest sound like fiction until you see them marching across testing grounds. China's humanoid Agibot robots stand 1.75 meters tall and weigh 53 kilograms, but their capabilities far exceed their modest specifications. These mechanical soldiers carry up to 80 kilograms of military equipment while navigating complex terrain with bipedal movements that mirror human agility. What separates these robots from earlier generation machines is their endurance for prolonged combat operations without maintenance breaks. The most disturbing feature involves their programmed sacrifice capability. Official statements from the People's Liberation Army confirm these robots can function as decoys to draw enemy fire, deliberately exposing themselves to protect human soldiers. Agibot already produced over 1,000 units with massive production increases scheduled for 2025. China views these robots as the ultimate solution for reducing human casualties during urban warfare, especially in any potential conflict involving Taiwan. Each unit executes tasks with surgical precision for hours, while human soldiers would collapse from exhaustion. The robots process tactical information faster than any human commander, coordinate movements with other units through encrypted networks, and maintain perfect formation discipline under heavy fire. Their lack of emotional response means they advance into danger zones where human troops would hesitate. Military planners envision deploying these robots as the first wave in urban assaults, clearing buildings and streets before human forces enter contested areas. Each unit executes tasks with surgical precision for hours, while human soldiers would collapse from exhaustion. The robots process tactical information faster than any human commander, coordinate movements with other units through encrypted networks, and maintain perfect formation discipline under heavy fire. Their lack of emotional response means they advance into danger zones where human troops would hesitate. Military planners envision deploying these robots as the first wave in urban assaults, clearing buildings and streets before human forces enter contested areas. Number 7. WZ-9 Divine Eagle, the all-seeing sentinel. Stealth aircraft hide from radar, but China developed the Divine Eagle with 15-meter wingspan, capable of flying up to 25,000 meters for over 10 hours. Its primary feature involves an advanced quantum radar and sensor network that builds three-dimensional maps in real time while tracking up to 500 targets within a 600-kilometer range. Multiple eagles working together create a nearly impenetrable surveillance barrier. China plans deploying 200 aircraft to cover the South China Sea by 2027. Each unit costs approximately $80 million. A trivial amount compared to traditional aircraft carrier expenses. The Divine Eagle detects stealth aircraft through quantum entanglement principles that conventional radar cannot match. Its sensor suite identifies submarine periscopes, tracks ballistic missiles during boost phase, and monitors electronic emissions from ships and ground installations. The aircraft operates at altitudes where most air defense systems cannot reach it, providing persistent observation that enemy forces cannot disrupt without specialized weapons. Military commanders gain unprecedented battlefield awareness, since the Divine Eagle feeds real-time intelligence to ground forces, naval vessels, and air defense networks simultaneously. Number 6. LW-30 Laser Weapon, Light Speed Death. Remember lightsabers from Star Wars? China transformed those fantasies into military reality with its LW-30 laser weapon. This defensive system shoots down enemy drones at distances reaching 2 kilometers in under 5 seconds. It simply fires a concentrated, extremely powerful light beam that melts any object it touches. The amazing aspect of the LW-30 involves surgical precision, since traditional missiles cause massive unintended destruction, while this laser destroys only the drone's engine without damaging anything else. It works like a giant scalpel operating at light speed. Firing costs remain negligible since it requires only electricity compared to an interceptor missile costing $100,000, explaining why China invested approximately $2 billion developing this technology. 12 LW-30 systems were deployed at strategic military bases so far, and each executes 1,000 shots daily. The weapon operates in any weather condition, requires no ammunition supply chains, and never runs out of firepower as long as electricity remains available. Air defenses transformed completely, since swarms of attacking drones that once overwhelmed missile systems get burned from the sky by laser batteries that never deplete. Number 5. Patriot Nemo, the self-targeting artillery. Artillery that selects its own target sounds impossible until you witness Patriot Nemo in action. This automated artillery platform operates for weeks without human intervention, firing 120mm shells at ranges reaching 10 kilometers with near-surgical precision. The system employs artificial intelligence that integrates satellite data, drone feeds, ground sensors, and even intercepted communications. It identifies targets, calculates trajectories, selects ammunition types from explosive, incendiary, fragmentation, or electromagnetic pulse rounds, and executes firing sequences in under 15 seconds. The AI learns from each engagement, becoming deadlier over time through pattern recognition and tactical refinement. China deployed 200 systems along its borders with India and plans hundreds more installations. Each unit fires 50 rounds per hour, transforming battlefields into automated death zones where human presence becomes optional. The artillery operates in complete independence during extended campaigns, managing its own ammunition reserves, adjusting for weather conditions, and prioritizing targets based on threat assessment algorithms. Enemy forces advancing against these positions face constant bombardment from weapons that never tire, never miss due to fatigue, and never run out of tactical options. The psychological impact devastates human troops who realize they're fighting an enemy that feels no fear and shows no mercy. Number 4. Manta ray submarines, the ocean ghosts. In an underwater military revolution, China created what looks like a scene from National Geographic, submarines perfectly mimicking manta ray fish movements but made from steel and undetectable technologies. These mechanical creatures glide through ocean depths with undulating natural movements that eliminate vibrations normally revealing traditional submarines. The silent technology they possess reaches levels where they can sail beside enemy ships without any known sonar detecting them. More dangerously, they're completely autonomous, remaining in the depths for consecutive weeks without any ground-based communication, then lurking near enemy coasts for months. When attack orders arrive, they strike suddenly, destroying targets without warning. China already deployed dozens of these mechanical manta rays in oceans to build an invisible underwater network. Picture the terror knowing stealth submarines watch your ports and vital sea passages in deadly silence. These submarines carry torpedoes, mines, and surveillance equipment that feeds intelligence to surface fleets and ground commands. Traditional anti-submarine warfare becomes nearly impossible since acoustic signatures from these biomimetic machines blend with natural ocean sounds. Enemy navies suddenly face threats they cannot track using conventional methods. The transformation happening right now isn't just military evolution, but a revolution redrawing warfare's future and the meaning of power itself. Smart weapons, killer robots, and technologies hiding soldiers and machines from sight all signal an era where humans no longer solely dominate battlefields. These systems operate across Chinese military installations today, not in distant futures or research proposals. Production numbers keep climbing, while capabilities expand through software updates and tactical experience. Traditional military doctrines built around human soldiers, pilots, and sailors face obsolescence against autonomous systems that never tire, never panic, and execute orders with mechanical precision. The question isn't whether this technology works, since battlefield tests already proved effectiveness. The real question involves how other nations respond to this fundamental shift in military capability, and whether international laws can regulate autonomous weapons before they proliferate across every conflict zone worldwide. Number 3. Invisibility suits, vanishing soldiers. What once belonged exclusively to fantasy became reality when Chinese military scientists developed suits that make soldiers completely disappear from sight. These revolutionary garments use specialized materials capable of bending light around the human body, rendering the wearer invisible to the naked eye. The fabric consists of millions of microscopic structures that control light passage, creating a ghosting effect as if the soldier evaporated into thin air. Before activation, the system scans the surrounding environment, analyzes lighting conditions, and instantly adapts to make the soldier transparent. At maximum capacity, the suit deceives not only human vision, but also thermal cameras, radar systems, and any known detection device. A cooling system maintains the suit's temperature within appropriate ranges, while precision sensors continuously adjust transparency levels to ensure complete camouflage. Leaked information confirms China possesses operational prototypes currently undergoing field testing with special operations units. The implications for covert operations are staggering, since these suits allow soldiers to infiltrate heavily guarded facilities without triggering security systems. Sentries looking directly at an invisible soldier see nothing more than empty space and background scenery. The technology works equally well in daylight and darkness across different terrains, from urban environments to wilderness areas. Military commanders recognize this capability fundamentally changes reconnaissance and assassination missions, since operatives can position themselves within enemy formations without detection. Number 3. Invisibility suits. Vanishing soldiers. What once belonged exclusively to fantasy became reality when Chinese military scientists developed suits that make soldiers completely disappear from sight. These revolutionary garments use specialized materials capable of bending light around the human body, rendering the wearer invisible to the naked eye. The fabric consists of millions of microscopic structures that control light passage, creating a ghosting effect as if the soldier evaporated into thin air. Before activation, the system scans the surrounding environment, analyzes lighting conditions, and instantly adapts to make the soldier transparent. At maximum capacity, the suit deceives not only human vision, but also thermal cameras, radar systems, and any known detection device. A cooling system maintains the suit's temperature within appropriate ranges, while precision sensors continuously adjust transparency levels to ensure complete camouflage. Leaked information confirms China possesses operational prototypes currently undergoing field testing with special operations units. The implications for covert operations are staggering, since these suits allow soldiers to infiltrate heavily guarded facilities without triggering security systems. Sentries looking directly at an invisible soldier see nothing more than empty space and background scenery. The technology works equally well in daylight and darkness across different terrains, from urban environments to wilderness areas. Military commanders recognize this capability fundamentally changes reconnaissance and assassination missions, since operatives can position themselves within enemy formations without detection. Number 1. Norinco Exoskeleton. The Enhanced Warrior. The Norinco robotic exoskeleton transforms soldiers into augmented fighters capable of carrying an additional 200 kilograms through motors and hydraulics that redistribute weight and amplify strength by a ratio of 1 to 10. Soldiers equipped with this armor run at speeds reaching 25 kilometers per hour for 6-hour durations, jump over walls 3 meters high, and lift loads up to 500 kilograms. The suit provides ballistic protection, advanced communications, and lithium batteries lasting 72 hours. Precision targeting systems increase hit accuracy by 300% while reducing weapon recoil that normally degrades shooting performance. China manufactured 500 units and plans to equip 5,000 elite soldiers by 2026. These augmented troops deploy as shock forces in urban combat where their enhanced capabilities overwhelm conventional defenders. A single exoskeleton-equipped soldier performs tasks requiring an entire squad of unaugmented troops. The suits allow operators to breach reinforced doors, carry wounded comrades without slowing, and maintain combat effectiveness far longer than human physiology normally permits. Special forces units equipped with these exoskeletons conduct raids that previously seemed impossible due to the physical demands involved.
Still curious? Then don't stop now. The next mystery is already waiting for you. Just click the video on screen. I saved it just for you. See you there, curious one.